Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Enigma and Sunshine. Today we're gonna take a look and review my new e-bike I just purchased. Now this is a Traxxas Vulcanos. The brand name is Traxxas and the model is Vulcanos. Now this bike has been out in the market for more than 1 year now. It's only available, it comes in black color only, but it's a very good budget e-bike. Now if you're looking to buy an e-bike and don't want to spend a lot of money in 2023, this is the best bike to go for. There are a lot of reasons why I said that, and I'll show you guys why I said that. But first, let me show you guys a little bit about this box here. It comes in. Now it come by FedEx, come from California, and I live in Florida, and it reached my home within 5 days of placing the order online. This box does have nice handles outside, one on each side, so you can push or pull it, or move it around in your home, or it makes things easy. Why I'm saying that? Because my first e-bike I purchased about 3-4 years ago was M2S R750 model, and that box did not have those handles. And even inside, this has a lot of nice foam, soft packaging everywhere, so there should be no damage at all during shipping. Now I have opened this box and I have taken the battery out so I can charge it, and other than that I have not taken this bike out yet. Now there were a lot of zip ties all around this packaging on the fender here, so it stays in good shape, no damage. And there were a lot of zip ties here around as well, where the front wheel was inside this box. I have taken it out, and the handlebar as well. Now this bike is pretty much assembled from the factory, but you still have to mount the handlebar, the front light, the front wheel, and the pedals. And this is where I have just placed the front wheel at. Now this is a 26 by 4 inch fat tire. This bike is a fat tire e-bike. 180 millimeter rotor for the disc brakes, very nice. Name brand tires, Kenda, puncture resistant as well. This is the battery itself, and this is a 16 amp hour battery, not 13 or 14 like a lot of other brands will give you when you're looking to buy a budget e-bike. Now this is the charger it comes in. It comes with. This is a 56 volt. Let me just clarify. Yeah, 54 volt, not 56. 54 volt charger, and this battery itself is a 48 volt. And these are the pedals, a pair of pedals, and this is the front light for the bike, and some basic tools. Now some of the e-bikes within this price range, they don't come with the front light, and they will not even come with the fenders. This one does. And also you guys can see it will have reflectors on both wheels. This is an aluminum wheel and does not weigh a lot, which is a good thing. And coming back to the box here, and this is the saddle, which I also notice is not very hard in compared to the M2S R750, which I purchased a few years ago. That saddle was super hard. These are like mountain bike kind of saddle, they are not super cushy, but this particular one is not very hard, it's kind of soft. Well, anyway, I'm gonna take this bike out of the box now, and I will assemble it, and I'll show you guys what are the other cool features of this bike. Now I did notice one thing on this front tire. Right here, I'm not sure if camera can catch it or not, there is a little bump on the tire, like right there where it says 26 by 4. This X is it. The bump is right all across the tire, like it's everywhere it is smooth, and all of a sudden there is a hump there. It just goes a little bit like that right there. I will contact the company and let's see what the customer service will do about it, but because I do feel that this is gonna be an issue later on, maybe not right now, but for the life of this tire, I will prefer this tire to be replaced because this has a bump here. And I also want to show you guys these fenders. This is a fender for the front wheel. These are metal, not plastic, which is another plus point for the Traxxas Volcanos. Alright, so I'm gonna be assembling this bike up and I'll be back in a minute. Alright friends, so I'm back. I just finished assembling this e-bike and this is what it looked like after being assembled. I'm just gonna be walking around it a little bit to show you guys. It's a beautiful bike, I will say. Now I will go over a little bit of the specs on this bike, not on every detail. Now this one you can see is a fat 26 by 4 inch tire. It does have 180 millimeter front and rear rotors for the disc. These are mechanical disc brakes, not the hydraulic. This is what you can expect out of the budget e-bikes. And the front fork is nice. I mean, it's adjustable. I was just checking it out. If you rotate this knob here, you can adjust how soft or hard it can become, and also you have a lockout over there. Now the saddle is adjustable. You can move it back and forth, up and down. The kickstand is adjustable and I don't have to adjust it. It comes like that from factory and I don't have to do anything. Now I was able to assemble this bike with the supplied tools. I don't have to use any of my own tool. It took me about 25-30 minutes altogether and I was able to do the job with the supplied tools only. Now another thing I want to mention is that the display on this bike, it is very much instant. I just press this button like half a second and it comes on right away, and that's very good thing. And these are some buttons like plus minus to change the pedal assist levels, and then there are two buttons here, and then this is on and off for the display. Now this will turn on the light. I have to press it just like about a second and you guys can see the front light is on. Of course it's a daytime right now, you won't be able to see how good it is right now. And this is the rear light. Now it also, you know, it will flash if you apply the brakes. Like I will press this brake lever here and you guys can see it will start flashing. You release the brake lever, it will stop flashing. It also comes with these set of keys. There are two keys to take the battery out of the frame. You can charge the battery, you know, right at this port with the supplied battery charger, and you can charge the battery while it is on the bike, or you can take it off pulling this lever using this key, and then it will come off and you can charge it both ways. Now looking at the cassette here, this is a 7-speed Shimano, and also the derailleur is Shimano Atlas. So they are using the name brand components on this e-bike. The tires are Kenda tires, which are the well known for the in the e-bike industry. And then the chain is, I think it was Z7, and this is a rust resistant chain. Now the pedals also has the reflectors here, which I like very much. This will be the controller for the motor, and again this is a very beautiful looking e-bike. I mean, also you guys can see they are using name brand components on a lot of different areas of this bike. Like you can see here, Pro Wheel. Now the biggest component of any e-bike is its battery. Traxxas, they are using Samsung cells to make their batteries. Yes, Samsung, the most expensive cells to make a battery these days, the best, the Samsung. Not LG, not Panasonic, not any third-party brand, Samsung. And they are costly, but the Traxxas, they are using Samsung for their batteries, which is the very good thing. That's why I was saying in the beginning, this is the best budget e-bike in 2023. When I say budget, I consider anything under $1,500 US to be a budget e-bike. All of them gonna have a hub motor, not the mid-drive motor, and this one has a 750 watt rear hub drive motor. Now budget e-bike around these, they mostly will not have Samsung cell batteries, they will not have fenders, a lot of them will not even have a front light. So Traxxas Volcanos, in my eyes, is the best budget e-bike if you're looking to buy one in 2023. About 3 years ago, I purchased my very first e-bike. That one was M2S R750, and I can tell you that that one was more expensive than this one and did not have any fenders, has 160 millimeter rotors for the brakes, does not have Samsung cell battery, and it was more expensive. So this is the best budget e-bike if you're looking to buy in 2023. There are a lot of good reasons. The battery is the biggest. The brakes are absolutely fantastic for this bike. I have ridden it about around the block here, and I did reach 20 miles per hour speed, and I applied the brakes and I was able to stop it in like blink of a second. Very good brakes. About the range on the battery, Traxxas' website is saying you should get anywhere from like 28 to about like 45 miles per charge. It all depends on the weight, if you're going uphill or not, and also what pedal assist you are using. You're using throttle a lot or less, and it depends on a lot of conditions. Now I'm gonna test myself, how many miles I can get, and I will be using pedal assist 1, 2 and 3 at most. I'm not gonna be using pedal assist 4 or 5. And if I can get somewhere about like 30 to 35 miles per charge, I'll be more than happy with it. The battery took I think it was about 6 to 7 hours to fully charge it, and this is about on every e-bike. So okay, so I will be sitting on the bike and I will start to ride this bike, and I will hand the camera to my wife and she will be filming me a little bit, and then also I will gonna use my GoPro and I will take it outside on the street and we will see how it perform. Okay. Alright guys, so I'm ready to test this bike out. I'll be using throttle only, and I will test like how good is this acceleration. I mean, is there any lag, or it just goes as soon as you depress this thumb accelerator. And also we will test the brakes and we will go over some bumps, and also I will try to see how fast I can reach 20 miles an hour. I'm expecting to reach less than 200 yards, about 170 yards or so. And let's just try this display. It's just like press it for like half a second, it comes on instantly. Alright, throttle only, and here I go. I'm holding the camera in my hand right now. My GoPro just gave out, not working, so we'll see how it goes. This is the first bump I have. Some speed breakers, and the shock is surprisingly good, and also the saddle is super nice. Alright, so I'll be riding this bike for like maybe half a mile or so, or maybe more, maybe a mile or so, and I'll stop at some place and we'll have some talk about it. I have to shut this camera off because I will not be able to hold the camera and ride this bike at the same time. because this is a handheld camera and this is not a GoPro. All right. All right, I'm gonna go from 0 to 20 and we will see if I can reach to 20 miles per hour within 150 yards or so. And I'm holding the camera in my hand and I will be using throttle only, and I only have like the front brakes to utilize. All right, so here I go. Okay, so I was able to reach 20 miles an hour within 150 yards, and the brakes were good enough. I was using the front brake only since I was holding the camera in my right hand. And also I would like to show you guys that you can use this bike for more than 20 miles an hour if you're using pedal assist. So I'm pedaling hard right now, and let's see if I can Alright, so you guys saw that I was able to reach 25 miles an hour without any issues using the pedal assist. Alright guys, so I just stopped here. Want to give you my final thoughts, my final words on this Throxus Volcanos e-bike I just purchased today. I have to say I'm absolutely happy to have it, absolutely thrilled to have it. This was the exact e-bike I was looking for. I was looking for a long time. It has all the quality components, name brand components I was looking for. It has a Samsung cell battery, not LG or Panasonic or third party. It has 180 millimeter rotors front and rear for the brakes, and they are Tektro brand, one of the best known brands in the e-bike or the bike industry. And it does have Shimano derailleur and Shimano cassette in the back, which almost every bike on the market these days come with it. But I'm very happy that it has a Samsung battery. You know, that was the one big thing I wanted. It does come with the light in the front and the rear. Happy to have it. Metal fenders, 750 watt motor, which does the job very good. You know, I was able to get to 20 miles an hour on this bike, and I was able to reach that speed of 20 in only about, I'll say, 10 seconds. And the brakes were also superb on this one. I was able to stop from 20 to 0 within, I will say, estimate was about like 12 feet, and it come to stop 0. Another thing I would like to say that this bike from factory will go up to 20 miles an hour using throttle only. Now I was able to go 24-25 miles an hour with using pedal assist, pedaling a little bit. But if you're using throttle only, this is designed to go 20 miles an hour. The suspension was very good. It absorbed a lot of bumps without I have to feel them. The saddle, wow, I have to say wow, very impressive, very soft. You guys can see I'm able to press it. And you know, this is the only saddle I have seen on a bike that from factory is not hard at all. I mean, I'm very impressed with it. I don't have to spend, you know, extra money going to a bike shop or Amazon.com to buy a new saddle, because most of the e-bikes or bikes in general come with a hard saddle. This one did not. Very happy with it. Now, one thing I did notice that when I was looking at some reviews online on this Throxus Volcanos, this has this rear light on both sides of the bike, not just one. And maybe they have changed the design on it, I don't know. I have to ask them, but mine only has on one side. Not a big deal. Another thing I still have to ask them is about the tire. There was like a bad spot where it says 26 by 4 inch right there. I mean, I would like to get it replaced, you know. I heard the customer service is very good and they take care of the customers. Well guys, if you're in market looking to buy an e-bike on a budget, this is it. Don't look any further, don't look anywhere else. This has the quality components, name brand components. You will be absolutely loving this bike. I mean, I am very happy with my purchase. Another thing friends I would like to mention is that the throttle response on this Volcanos e-bike is absolutely fantastic. You depress that accelerator and it goes. There is no lag at all. I have tested a few e-bikes previously, different brand, different models. Some perform very good and some do not. And this one performed flawlessly. You press the acceleration and it goes. You know, you press the throttle and it will go. No lag at all. Very impressive with it. Again, a thumbs up for another good point. I have ridden this bike today for about 5 miles and I had no issues at all. Everything I tried to check, everything performed flawlessly. Now in the next coming weeks or so, I will like to take this bike on some trails here in Florida, onto wildlife management areas. We will see how it will perform, and I'm positive that I will not have any issues. This is a great looking bike with a lot of quality components, great features, and on a budget. Well guys, I will say again, if you are in market looking to purchase an e-bike without going too much deep into your pocket, this is it. Don't look any further. Throxus Volcanos. It got my vote. Well, if you're new to my channel, new to my videos, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. It helps a lot. See you guys next time. Bye.